7:30. All right. All right. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the weekly baseball rundown. I am Eric Lima, your interim host, filling in for Joey Acacia. And we have Brandon DeJesus representing the White Sox.
Hey, guys. Good to see you.
And we got Josh Salisbury representing the Cubs.
Good to see everybody.
And Mr. Johnny Garfield representing the world champ Dodgers and the Seattle Mariners.
Howdy ho.
And we got Kurt Ahlum. I can't.
Good enough. Yes, very good.
Ahlum, yeah. Representing the New York Mets.
Yes. Good evening, everybody.
All righty then. Let's quickly get to the topics of before we get into our respective teams. Chet Lemon, 3-time All-Star, 1984 World Series champ with the Tigers, dies at 70. Rest in peace, Chet Lemon, one of the best players ever. And I remember Kevin Nash. I'm a wrestling fan. He did a TNA color commentary where he called himself Chet Lemon, and he's probably a big Tigers fan, so he probably knows about that. So, and the Pirates fired Derek Shelton. Which MLB managers could be next on the hot seat? Interesting enough. Let's see what they say here. Brandon Hyde, Rocco Baldelli, Bud Black of the Rockies, and John Schneider of the Blue Jays. Juan Washington of the Angels. And those are guys that could be it. So you never know what's going to happen. And then we got Orlando Dreamers MLB Stadium could reach $2 billion as site near SeaWorld. Imagine playing at a stadium like that and you hit a home run ball and the killer whale catches it. There's Shamu caught it. It's a home run. No, it's an out. Can we get a replay on that? No, that would be hilarious. I'm trying to get things going because I know we got something going on later. And then the final one, the Colorado Rockies, off to the worst start in MLB history. And let's see, lopsided defeat 17-2 and 6-28. We know one team's not going to the World Series, kids. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Can he get one of the World Series? I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought
during
Chicago.
You mean the Rockies making the World Series during our lifetimes? Maybe.
Hopefully. I mean, but they're not making it this year, that's for sure. I mean, look at Chicago, the White Sox. Sheesh. Brandon DeJesus last year. Oh my goodness.
I think at this point of the year, like this year compared to what the Rockies are going on now, I think we won 3 more games than the Rockies so far. Rockies are 6-31.
Right. Yeah. 6-2.
And how Bud Black still has a job, I don't know.
Yeah. Like I say, he may be on the hot seat. He's one of the managers I mentioned in that last article that could be on the hot seat. And I got to tell you, it's going to be a heck of a deal here. Okay. We got those subjects out of the way. Let's go to our respective teams. We'll start Brandon DeJesus. We'll start with you. What's up with the White Sox, speaking of which?
Well, we just completed we just got swept by in 4 games by the Kansas City Royals. We lost today by a shutout of 10-0. The Royals outscored the Sox in these 4 games this week 19-4.
Oh my!
They are now 10-28, a -39 run differential, and we are 3-17 on the road, which is amongst the worst road records in all of baseball. Only a little bit better than the Rockies. The Rockies are 2-17 on the road. And we are coming back home for the Mother's Day weekend. We're playing the Miami Marlins, which the Marlins, I was looking at the standings. They're only 8 games under 500. They're not doing as bad as I thought they would, but they're still not a good team. But we'll see how they do against the Marlins starting tomorrow, and the Sox will be wearing their City Connect jerseys again. They'll be wearing them every Friday home game. So we'll definitely see those. I actually really like the way they looked on the field last week against Houston, and they also wore them again that Saturday. So we got 3 against the Marlins, and then we are going on the road to play the Reds, and then we got the Cubs for 3 at Wrigley Field next weekend.
Alrighty then. That's pretty good. Speaking of the Cubs, to the north side of things, Josh, what's going on with them Cubbies, man?
Well, Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air. Thank you, Pat Hughes. And we just finished a series with the San Francisco Giants. Started out really well. First game was really, really good, and it went into slow decline for the next two. They ended up sweeping the series from us. And again, it's one of those things. The highlight of the entire series is continuing to watch Pete Crow Armstrong grow and mature as a major league player. I mean, he can do things out in center field and everywhere across the baseball field that I could only do in my dreams. So he's looking to be an excellent player. On the reverse side of that, we have got a lot of work to do with just the fundamentals. There are a lot of missed plays. The second to final game in the series where we got blown out in the 11th inning, we should have had that win when Dansby Swanson hit that ball, but of course he hits it right at the third baseman. So I don't know if you want to say a run of bad luck, but to me it's a lot of fundamentals because there are a lot of plays that were blooped and that should have been, big bang plays, and they weren't. So our next series is with the Mets, so Kurt and I are going to have something to talk about next week. So,
okay, that'll be interesting. All right, so that is for your Cubbies.
That is it.
Okay,
it's bring on the Mets, and here we go.
Okay, let's segue on to Mr. Kurt. Mr. Kurt Alhume. Kurt, what you got for the Mets?
Yep, the Mets went 3-3 this past week, losing 2 out of 3 on the road to the St. Louis Cardinals, and winning 2 out of 3 in Arizona against the Diamondbacks. They played okay. They had 2 disappointing 1-run losses in a day-night doubleheader on Sunday, which is not the way anybody wants to end a week. But that's just the way it goes. They had a one-run win the following day, and they picked up a 7-1 win last night. The hitting is starting to get a little better. They scored, it looks like, a total of 31 runs over those 6 games. If you average 5 runs a game, you're probably going to be doing pretty well. Pitching is sort of settling in. I think they could probably still use maybe one more lefty arm in the bullpen with Minter and Young both out for the year. It looks like they've got Genesis Cabrera back up. We'll see how that goes. But right now, the Mets are looking at their 2 games ahead of Philadelphia. The other teams are well back in the pack. Atlanta's finally picking up some steam. The Cubs we're looking at playing the Cubs this weekend I believe it's at home. Yep, almost said Shea Stadium, at Citi Field. And then they got 3 against the Pirates with, I guess Don Kelly's their new manager now, so we'll see how that goes. And then the Mets go on the road the next weekend, but not very far on the road. That's the City Series against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Interesting. Shea Stadium, that takes us way back.
Oh, yeah. Well, old habits die very, very hard.
I know. It's really time. Okay, let's go to the Seattle Mariners, the correspondent Seattle Mariners, and the world champ, Los Angeles Dodgers, Johnny Garfield, what you got for us?
All right, let's get started with the Mariners. Oh, my goodness. Holy Brisbane, Batman. 9 straight series wins now. Can you believe it?
No. Okay.
It's really crazy to see this team doing pretty well and very amazing at the same time. Cal Raleigh, my goodness, he's hitting homers like a bat out of hell, I tell you. Only time will tell whether they can maintain this momentum, but if they do, they could pose a threat to the Yankees this year in the AL.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Now, as for the Dodgers, they're still the Dodgers, but unfortunately, they've sustained quite a few injuries, most notably to ex-Mariner Teoscar Hernandez, who will be out for a significant amount of time with a groin sprain, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just doing their best to weather the storm. They've got Ohtani and Freeman doing pretty well offensively, so they have the tools to weather the storm for sure.
Yeah, you got Mookie and all them and all those other guys. And I'm sure the Dodgers will be okay.
Indeed.
I know Teoscar is one of the best hitters on there. So that it for the world champs, the Dodgers. Okay. All right. Now that means up to me and my Boston Red Sox. Well, they've been like Jekyll and hiding as of late. Now, as I continue, I'm checking out things here. The Blue Jays. Well, I can't sleep on the Blue Jays because when you got Vladimir Guerrero locked up for like a 14-year, 15-year, $300+ million contract. Taking 2 or 3 against the Sox, and then the Twins come, and then we go back to Fenway. Twins come into town, May 2nd, and we took the first game, but then the Twins took us the next 2 games, especially on Wally's birthday. That was really sad. 5-4. The Rangers. The Rangers beat the Red Sox when they came in, giving us a 3-game skin. And a lot of people are not very happy with Lucas Giolito, the way he started. And they were probably expecting too much of him, but we'll see. And then the Red Sox took the next 2, 6-4 yesterday. And then today, their game is over. Brian Bale pitched a shutout. I don't know the complete game shut is I don't know if it was a complete game or not, but they did shut out the Rangers 5-0. Willie Abreu hitting home runs like Cal Raleigh. Willie Abreu's been doing the same thing, hitting homers like a bat out of heck. And I know the biggest downside of the whole series of Fenway is Tristan Casas' injury, and that brings in a new big deal. We'll talk about Rafael Devers, and they're asking him if he wants to start first base. And I'm happy being DH, and I think he was getting aggravated because of all the moving that he has to do. A lot of people saying, "Oh, he's selfish. He's this." He was conversing to DH. You make him change in the middle of the season. You're gonna affect his hitting and all that. And I can understand where fans are coming from. Oh, you can't be a team player. You're selfish. You want to be a team player, but then at the same time, you just moved to DH this season, and he's willing to do that, and that's fine. I mean, he's not great defensively on the field. I mean, the fans don't get it, but I'll see. We'll see what happens. And they want to bring Yoshida back up. Who knows? So the Red Sox will be on the road against the Royals, who I've been hearing they've been very good. And then we got the Tigers. I'm sure they'll pay tribute to Chet Lemon. And then next 3 games after. So 3-game series for each, the Royals and the Tigers. And then coming back home, the Braves will be coming into town, Fenway. And the Mets, Kurt, your Mets will be coming to town 19th, 20th, and 21st, which ought to be fun. So we have a lot to talk about there when that time comes. And then the Orioles come in for a 4-game series. And to end May, it will be back on the road against the Brewers, and then going against the Braves, and possibly end of May and starting into June. So I got to tell you, folks, this baseball season is really, really going to be crazy because anybody at any time can win in anything. You look at sports. Look at sports. You look at the Celtics. I'm like down 2-0-2. I'm like, how in the world are they doing this? So okay. All right, it's time for the closing, folks. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank Mr. Brandon De Jesus, Josh Salisbury, Kurt Elhum, and Johnny Garfield for giving us the reports on their teams and all that. And I am Eric Lehman. I want to thank David St. Dennis for having me on as host. I want to thank everybody for coming in today. And until next time, hopefully we see Joey Acacia back. Hopefully life can hit you a home run. See ya. Have a good and wonderful night.